Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash, Barakatham, Damyad, Shamar Thum, the Bonds Apostle and Elders of House of David, peace, sakes, hates, hopefully, like Rizzo, Shalom. It's your brother right here, Karatazah. I'm doing a quick dream interpretation lesson. It's going to be a quick one for tonight. It's 9:57 p.m. where I'm at in California. This is a Furnace Unto Good Works in California branch. And I'm actually doing this lesson a while back because I had a dream given to me by the Lord Yahweh Shai, the water Yahweh Shai, for giving me this dream. So I asked this ChatGPT earlier before I did this lesson. And the prompt I gave is interpret the dream of me surrounded with the brotherhood of the Lord Yahweh Shai. We turn our attention to the elder and start telling his men we will stop teaching the prophecy soon. Could it be the famine of the word? And the AI replied, yes, it could be connected symbolically to the biblical famine of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai. So before I start, I want to get the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 28. Book of Joel 2 and 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. So the Lord's going to pour a spirit in all flesh on this earth. You and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. So basically, this is Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh, whom the word He calls God, in the name of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, whom He calls Jesus Christ, which his true name is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, means He is to save, deliver, and is salvation. He is life. Response in the promise of the deliverance. In the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 18 to 31. But again, I had this, there'll be times where you'll get dreams that makes no sense, and they won't be related to the prophecies. So those are the dreams that you want to forget, and sometimes dreams could be dreams could be given to you by Satan. You gotta be careful. But this dream was stuck on my mind, and I meant to do this. So let me go ahead. This is book of Amos 11 that it brought out. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai power, God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai. Because it's truth in the scripture you read, the secular histories, the characters in this book, the prophecies, the trials and errors, the tribulations, the pain and the painful endurance, the miseries, but it's after all lessons. Put your trust in the Lord. These words bring comfort. It's to remind us of who's in control and who will deliver us out of our troubles. Yahweh Shai. And those names are a strong tower. And he that runneth to it is safe. Like a strong tower. A tower made out of a solid rock foundation, a solid rock that's never moved, that keeps you covered from all the disaster that's happening. So if you run to that tower, that strong, solid built tower, which is spiritually, metaphorically, knowing the names of the Heavenly Father and the Son, then you are safe. Whom the word English calls God in the name of Jesus Christ, which those are not the names. Let me continue. And and I had a dream too, like the prompt I put up in that ChatGPT. I had a dream where I was surrounded around a couple brothers. We were wearing the garments, and we were just talking, chopping it up. But then we shifted our focus and our attention to the elder, and the elder told us that we're going to stop teaching somewhere in April or March. So he gave us a specific month. He gave us a month, but I think it was like he gave us a specific date in the future. But that doesn't mean it's gonna happen at that time. It's just so it's just it just reminding me. It means it reminded me of, like, it's almost that time where the Lord's gonna where the Lord's gonna stop His man from teaching His word. Okay, it's getting very close, and the time is speeding up real quick. Because for the past couple of days, man, past weeks, man, I be chopping up with my old man, and I be telling him that I remember so much as a kid. You know, I it's like you walk in. It's like back rooms. You enter into another room. You look behind you after you use that door, and the door disappears. You can only go further. But let me get to back book of. Is it right here? The Brotherhood of the Lord could represent believers collectively, the community entrusted with God's truth. The elder could represent spiritual authority, leadership, wisdom, or someone responsible for passing teaching to others. Because when you're being called to teach His word by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, you are to teach them the sound of the correct doctrine, not, GMS has the correct doctrine, not ISUPK, IUIC, HODC, HOCC, GOCC, not them lights. Slakia for the rambling, but not them. False teaching. Not in one body in goofiness, I'm not gonna say Yahweh Shai because that camp is just crazy. It's just buffoonery. They do buffoonery stuff. And if you were like to go through hell, for instance, you will want something, and going through hell is very uncomfortable. So you will want something that'll soothe you, mentally and spiritually. After you went through that hell, or while you're going through it, you're asking for a way out, basically. But and that's how it is in this time that we're coming into, because once Heavenly Father puts a spirit on these Amalekites to put order on Trump to declare martial law and mandate that MOTB, the mark of the beast, you ain't gonna be able to do a damn thing without that mark, that microchip implant in your body, that bio microchip implant in your body. You won't be able to do a damn thing. You gotta get that mark in order to continue to live that life. That's the beginning of the New World Order. So I'm gonna read the book of Matthew 24, and verse 4. And Yahweh has answered and said unto him, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars or rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yes, you're going to hear about Iran and Israelis. You're going to hear about Amalekite versus... you're going to hear about Amalekite versus Ishmaelite, and the Indians. And the ones that are back in those countries of is the two major key players, America, which is Sodom and Gomorrah, place of all confusion, and versus Russia, the Magagites, Russia and America, and those countries goes against each other. Then those two major countries are going to go against each other as well. That's going to cause World War III. But at the end, the Lord's going to make it where all America's allies are going to turn on him. Okay, but that's not yet. That the war is going to continue to happen. Because you got President Nero, and the Amalek, and you get the Amalekites, the small heads, going against Ishmaelites. And that's meant to come, but the end is not yet. The end is going to be the MOTB, the mark of the beast. Because again, with that mark of the beast prophecy, There's no repenting after that taking the mark of the beast. If you take that mark of the beast, you're saying that Esau is your God. Instead of saying Yahweh Shai, whom the Heavenly Father, whom the world calls God, and Jesus, that so-called black man, according to the scriptures. Okay, Revelation 1:13-15. But if you pledge in your allegiance to Esau, then you are marked for judgment. You will be drinking that full cup of wrath and indignation of the Lord. For nations shall rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these things are beginning of sorrow. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Because if you're being afflicted up for them that wanted to kill you, and they hate you, that means you done everything what you need to do for the Heavenly Father. So you're being dealt with as a son of the Heavenly Father, not a bastard. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise and deceive many, because the iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And this is gospel. The kingdom shall be preached in all the worlds for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. Let me get Timothy and it is right here, 2 Timothy 4:3-4, describes a time where people will not endure the sound of teaching and will turn away from the truth. So let me get that. 2 Timothy. Hold on. 2 Timothy. It's like it. Bear with me for a second. 2 Timothy 4:3. For the time when they will not endure sound doctrine, but they will turn, but after their own lust, they shall heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and they shall be turned into fables. So they're not going to want to hear the truth because they're in a deep spiritual slumberness. You got the I forgot the name of that Jake. Christopher something. Christopher Mack. I don't know his full name. Christopher, but he got that song from New Jack City with Wesley Snipes and Ice-T at the end when Nino Brown gets shot by that old man. Then the song comes, "Don't wake me, I'm dreaming." Christopher Wallace, I think that's his name, Christopher Wallace. Dreaming. That's the name of the song. Don't wake me, I'm dreaming. That song, yeah, that's how 2/3 of the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latino, they make it into are. You know, they don't want to be disrupted in their sleep, in their spiritual slumberness. So that's how it is. So I thought maybe. So hopefully you're edified. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Havakakadesh Bakatam, Tam Yah Shematam, the bonds of apostles has great muscle and well peace. The bonds of apostles in the house of David, peace of salutations, hopefully like Israel, Shalom. And till next time, I want to tune in, I want to say Shalom.